a benchmark 79 for all comers. And the hero from Scone, Tracy Bartley, he brings Ever So Natural to town. On fire that carnival, he had 3 runners, he just won all of them, 3 from 3 for Tracy. But look, it's a couple of interesting fresh runners here. We've got Oriental Runner for Gary Neal, and we've also got Manolo Blahnik up from Melbourne running for Tony Noonan. Mike, there's some interesting runners here.
Yeah, good mix of trainers on Saturday. I think Kylie Gavinock's got 2 in this race as well, so good mix of trainers, lots of chances across these 4 quaddie legs, making them good betting races. Let's have a look at the way the first leg of the quaddie sets up. A benchmark 79, a lower grade race like we said, not the Group 2s, Group 3s, good Group 1s we're used to. Not too much tempo, fair to steady only. A good dry conditions are forecast, and despite the rail going out to 3 metres, we think it should be fair. We're changing up the key factors just a little bit this winter. You'll see some different key factors. Progression's the first one. That includes scope and stage of prep in that key factor. We're playing distance at the stage of preparation, and we're playing position in run too. Yeah, so it's a busy time in the off-season for us here at the Race Guide. Let's get stuck into the first leg, though, and have a look at the market for the quaddie this weekend at Rosehill Gardens. And there's the flashy grey Albumin. Already some very good support into $2.90 here for the first leg. Manolo Blahnik, as I said, up from Melbourne for Tony Noonan. Pretty classy runner, that, $3.60. Oriental Runner going great guns, $4.20. Then right out to Ebonos, $9.50. So look, Mike, they're the ones under $10 in the market, but a bit of focus here on these top 2. Yeah, a bit of focus on those top 2. A bit of money for Oriental Runner, though, wasn't it? The market was dominated on Wednesday by the top 2, so we're looking at those 2 in the replays, but very interested in that money for Oriental Runner. Keep a close eye on that from that small stable, the Gary Neal yard. Let's have a look at those 2 favourites, starting with the Manolo Blahnik. First up, last preparation. It's an obvious replay to look at. He's first up on Saturday. This is 1,000 metres, so it's a bit shorter. He was in the lesser ground on the inside, and he did really well, Stu. He sure did. That's him in the red hat. They've just cut across to the main track here. And look, Mike, what I like about this horse being revved up a little bit here, but he just seems to stick on. I know he's probably better out to longer distances, but this is a short distance here this day. Yeah, he was a weak horse a couple of preparations ago. He's much stronger. This prep, he got better into this preparation. He peaked towards the end of his prep. And coming back this time, he could be simply a better horse. All right, there's a look at one runner. Let's have a look at the popular grey now, Mike. Albumin, a similar stage of preparation. We're going to take you back to last September. We're at Randwick here, and this is a decent run running on from the back. What do you do with this grey horse? He's obviously got talent, but is he a genuine horse with lots of mustard that can push out and win a race on Saturday? He's drawn out the back here, goes out the back here, he comes out wide, he accelerates, he runs on well. No other horses around him like he did first up at Caulfield. It looks like a good run, but he's going to be inside horses on Saturday. You just want to see him do it, don't you, Stu? OK, so a few might be thinking there's a flashing light run, but we've got to see him do it come the race. He needs to prove himself still. All right, there's a look at 2 runners in the race. Let's get the race started now. We're going to have a look at form and then go into all the key factors to try and help you find the winner. Who's got all the form leading into the first leg? Well, Manolo Blahnik 2 starts ago. Look at that replay in your form guides. It was a huge win, and then last start doesn't look that good, but it was in a much higher grade race. Light him up with a massive gold bar for form. Well, there he is, right out in front. But Manolo Blahnik, as we get the race started, progression, Mike. Yeah, first up, it's all about holding his mark for Manolo Blahnik. He probably won't improve too much first up. He might take a small step back. Albumin, obviously, with upside. Oriental Runner, only a few starts under his belt. He could get better again. OK, so Albumin, there's some gold. What about distance at the stage of preparation? Yeah, 1,100 metres. Albumin fitter now, back in distance. He's simply not a 1,400 metre horse. He's barely a 1,200 metre horse. He'll like this distance on Saturday. OK, so Albumin really levelling up. Look at these 2. They're right out in front of everyone else. Position in run, Mike. Is this going to help us as well? Well, they're both drawn well, but Albumin inside horse is a bit of a risk. We want to see him do it. Manolo Blahnik can sometimes miss the start, so we're not sure where he'll end up. Oriental Runner drawn well. A couple others there too. All right, so look, it's pretty level there right at the end, isn't it, Mike? We've got the 2 favourites right out there on top, so it might be a case of having to pick between these 2. We've got Albumin, as you said. Maybe the jury's still out there. Manolo Blahnik, definitely a horse on the way up, was flying at the end of last preparation. Punters have got to have a bet, Mike. These 2 are way out in front. One's 290, one's 360, and one's got a few risks. Yeah, well, one doesn't. Geez, I hope one of these horses win, because if they don't win, the race really opens up for us. Isn't it? There's probably each way odds Ever So Natural. Virgilio, a small each way bet. He can go forward on Saturday, which might be better for him. But out of those 2 horses, big risks on Albumin. We think Manolo Blahnik simply a more solid horse, a more reliable horse. Okay. He's definitely going to perform on Saturday, and he's better odds. He's the best bet and the value bet for us. Best and value, Manolo Blahnik in the first leg of the quaddie there with some confidence, Mike. I like that bet. Let's have a look at the